पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णाय प्रदायति कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतिसे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीना अपराधलक्ष्मी क्षिप्ताश्च कामादि तरंगमध्ये कृपामयी त्वं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृंदे नमस्ते चरणारविंद। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे। आज एक विशेष तिथि गुरु पूर्णिमा कहती है। गुरु पूर्णिमा मतलब गुरुदेव का आविर्भाव तिथि। गुरु कौन है? आदि गुरु है महर्षि कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास। इन्होंने कर्मी ज्ञानी योगी भक्त सब कोई को गुरु है। कोई भी कर्मी अपना जो महिमा प्रचार करने के लिए व्यासदेव का कृपा छोड़कर नहीं कर सकते। जो कुछ प्रमाण देते हैं व्यासदेव का ग्रंथों से। इसमें आप ज्ञानियों ने भी, ज्ञानियों ने जिसको चरम मानता है वेदांत, इसका रचयिता कौन है? वेदव्यास। जोगी जो योग साधन बोलता है पतंजल आदि, इसका प्रणेता कौन है? वेदव्यास। भक्त का जो शास्त्र मूल श्रीमद् भागवत, इनका प्रणेता कौन है? वेदव्यास। तो इसके भक्तों का महिमा क्यों ज्यादा ना? इन्होंने इतना शास्त्र रचना करने का बावजूद खुद कोई शांति मिला नहीं, और उनका गुरु ने उनको डांटा कि तुम भगवान का महिमा कीर्तन किया नहीं। तो नहीं तो किया। महाभारत में वेदांत में क्या किया? पहले जो शास्त्र था इसमें जीव तत्व का बारे में, भगवत का बारे में कोई जानकारी का उपदेश दिया नहीं। ये करने से ये मिलेगा, ये करने से ये मिलेगा, योग करने से योग सिद्धि मिलेगा, लेकिन ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा के बारे में कहा नहीं। वेदांत में प्रथम ही है उठा तो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा, ब्रह्म का बारे में जानकारी करो, यह बताया। लास्ट में क्या बोला? अनावृत्ति शब्द, अर्थात शब्दों को बार बार आवृत्ति करो, लेकिन कौन सा शब्द बोला नहीं। इसलिए क्षुद्र जीवों का कन्फ्यूजन रह गया, धंधा रह गया। इसलिए उससे भी उनका शांति मिला। उनका गुरु नारद ने उनको बोला तुम जीव का कल्याण के लिए कुछ किया नहीं। बोले ये तो किया, महाभारत में बोला, वो बोला। बोले महाभारत में जो बोला वो मुक्ति के लिए, मोक्ष शेष है। हरि भक्ति के बारे में तो बोला नहीं, हरि के बारे में बोला शब्दों। अरे शब्द तो है, कौन सा शब्द? ब्रह्म भी शब्द, परमात्मा भी शब्द, सभी तो शब्द। तो उन्होंने उसको क्लियर किया भागवत में। और जो बताया था पहले ध्यान, वो ध्यान से ही भागवत का शुरुआत, सत्यम परम धीमहि। और भागवत का अंत तो क्या है? नाम संकीर्तनम। कीर्तन नहीं बोला, संकीर्तनम। नाम संकीर्तनम जिसो सर्व पाप प्रणाशनम। जिनका नाम संकीर्तन से समस्त पाप का प्रणाशन होगा। प्रणाशन का मतलब जोर से उखाड़ देगा, दोबारा होगा नहीं। प्रणाम दुख समनम तंग नमामि हरिं परम। क्लियर कर दिया हरि, लेकिन ये भी विशेष क्लियर नहीं, इसमें भी कुछ कमी। हरि तो सांप भी है, मेढक भी है, हरि कमल है, हरि पानी है, सभी तो हरि। तो कौन सा हरि? चैतन्य देव इसको क्लियर किया। परम विजयते श्री कृष्ण संकीर्तन। कृष्ण संकीर्तन का विशेष रूपे जय। संकीर्तन बोला, कृष्ण कीर्तन बोला नहीं। कृष्ण कीर्तन बोले तो अपना को फायदा होगा, और संकीर्तन से बहु को फायदा होगा। बहु का फायदा कैसे होता है? जब संकीर्तन करोगे, रास्ता में जो विदेशी विदेश से देखने से भी उनका पाप क्षय होगा। जो उदासीन है उसका भी स्वीकृति होगा। जो पुण्याकांक्षी है उनका पुण्य होगा। जो हरिभक्ति चाहता है उसको कोई वंचित हुआ, कोई ये अब पहले ही ऐसा नहीं। जगन्नाथ रथ यात्रा में सबको दर्शन देते हैं, तो सबका एक फल होता है? एक नहीं। सबका उद्देश्य एक होता है? एक नहीं। सब जगन्नाथ को एक जैसा दिखता है? नहीं। किस लिए? उनमें सब कुछ है। जैसे धरित्री में सब कुछ है, सब देखेगा? नहीं देख सकते। अभी जो भूत तत्वविद, इसका जिनका जानकारी है, ये मोहनजोदड़ो जो था पंजाब में, आजकल तो पाकिस्तान में चला गया, तो किसने आविष्कार किया? ये पहले नहीं था। वही भूतत्वविद। उड़ीसा में आयरन और भरा है, कोई देखा था? नहीं। कौन देखा था? कोई व्यक्ति जो वहां मोहनजोदड़ो को ये किया, यहाँ देखा आयरन और भरा है, जिसके लिए जापान आयरन और लेने के लिए वहां से विशाखापट्टनम तक रेल लाइन बना दिया। तो इसमें है तो सब, इसमें आप एक शास्त्रों में सब कुछ है। होने से भी कोई तो समझा नहीं। अगर समझता तो नास्तिक क्यों बनता? इसलिए एक एक व्यक्ति जैसे भूतत्व भी वहां नया नया आविष्कार करती है धरित्री में, इसलिए वसुंधरा भर्तृ कहती, ये रत्न धारण करने वाला। इसमें भी शास्त्र जो है ये सब कुछ है, लेकिन यही जो तत्वविदों ने ये सब आकर हम लोग उनका कल्याण के लिए एक एक देते। हम लोग ये होने से भी सनातन गोस्वामी का हम लोग गुरु मानते हैं। किस लिए, कौन विचार से? सनातन गोस्वामी का पहले ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा बोला, लेकिन कोई नहीं बोला कि जीव का स्वरूप क्या है। सनातन गोस्वामी सवाल किया उल्टा। उल्टा क्या? हम तो पूछता है आपको क्या तारीफ है, और सनातन गोस्वामी पूछा चैतन्य देव से मैं कौन हूं? इससे पहले कोई बोला नहीं। तुम तो भरद्वाज गोत्रीय ब्राह्मण, हुसैन साहब का प्रधानमंत्री ना, ये मेरा परिचय नहीं। अगर ये मेरा परिचय होता तो मैं अपना दुख का कारण भी समझता। इसलिए के আমি, मैं कौन हूं, কেন मरे जा रहे समझते? आध्यात्मिक, आधि भौतिक, आधि दैविक, तीन किस्म का ताप क्यों मुझे तंग करता है, जलाता है? किछु ना बुझते पारी, कोई से हित हो, मैं ये समझ नहीं पाता कैसे मेरा मंगल हो। तो चैतन्य देव क्या बोला? सब तत्व जानो तुम्हें, नहीं तापत्र, तुम सब कुछ जानते हो। अगर जानता है तो पूछता क्यों? जानने से भी पूछता। कौन पूछता है? साधु। दृढ़ लगी पूछे, साधु सुनो, जो मैंने समझा एक जस्टिफाइड है कि नहीं है, इसीलिए पूछा। जानते हो सब, तब भी दृढ़ता के लिए अब मेरे पास सवाल होगा। तो चैतन्य देव उत्तर दिया क्या? अगर वो ना हो तो परमात्म आरंभ ही होगा। उन्होंने क्या बोला? तुम्हारा स्वरूप बताया, जीवेर स्वरूप, जीव का स्वरूप, कृष्णेर नित्य दास। अभी कोई विचार बताता है, जब बद्धावस्था में रहते हैं तभी वो दास बनता है, जब मुक्त हो जाता है तो कोई वस्तु बन जाता है। बद्धावस्था में भवत जीवो, मुक्त अवस्था में भवत शिवो, कोई शिव बन जाएगा ना। कृष्ण का नित्य दास, हमेशा के लिए दास, किसी अवस्था में अगर शिव बन जाए तो तबु दास। इसलिए क्या बोला? अकेला ईश्वर कृष्ण और सब दास, एकमात्र ईश्वर है कृष्ण और सब उनका दास है। इंद्र हो, ब्रह्मा हो, शिव हो, वायु हो, वरुण हो, सब दास। इसलिए देखा जाता है कई भागवत में ब्रह्मा मोहित हुआ, शेष करता ना। अच्छा ठीक है, मालाटा नहीं सुनने के मालाटा दियो ना, আমি যদি শেষ করে দিয়েছি, দেরি করবো না। हाँ, সেটা তার জন্য রেগে अभी नित्य दास हमेशा भी दास रहेगा। ब्रह्मा तो सृष्टि करता, तो दास कैसे बना? ब्रह्मा खुद ही बोला। शिव वो क्या बोलता है? प्रमाण मैं नहीं देता, टाइम लग जाएगा। शिव भी भगवान का दास है, लड़ने तो गया था भगवान के साथ, भगवान को बस तक पहुंचा नहीं, सुदर्शन से ही जब्द हो गया। आज कहते हैं प्रभु आप मुझे तमोगुण का क्रिया दिया, इसलिए मेरा ऐसा दुर्बुद्धि होता है, ऐसा स्थान पर मुझे भेजिए जैसा ये बुद्धि ना हो। इंद्र, ये तो ईश्वर मानता था। जब क्या हुआ, एक ब्रजवासी को सबक सिखाने के लिए 7 रोज 7 दिन लगातार बारिश बरसाया और पवन को आज्ञा दिया खूब तेज हवा चलाओ। तो इससे क्या हुआ, वो देखा कि 7 दिन का बारिश में कुछ तो बूंद भी पानी नहीं। कहां गया इसका तो? आखिर में भयभीत होकर ब्रह्मा के पास गया कि आप मेरा क्या उपाय है? अरे सत्यानाश किया, मैं भी तो ऐसा दुर्बुद्धि में पड़ा था, जाओ माफी मांगो। तो मुझे माफ करेंगे? मैं तो बहुत क्या किया, दुर्भाग्य को प्रयोग किया। बोले जाओ सूर्य का आगे लेकर सब गंगा का पानी ले जाकर उनका अभिषेक करो, ये सब का कृपामय है। तो ब्रह्मा इंद्र आया कि नहीं? ब्रह्मा भी आके बोला मैं दास, इंद्र भी बोला, शिव भी बोला, तो कौन दास नहीं? कोई है ईश्वर। तो वो इसीलिए सनातन गोस्वामी ऐसा ट्रेस दे दिया, एक ईश्वरी है असौप भृत्यो, नित्य भृत्य रहेगा। तो वैसे में जैसे 100 जन्म संन्यास पालन करे तो ब्रह्म बनेगा, इसी में भी तपस्या से बनेगा। जैसे यहाँ IAS करेगा तो DM से लेकर चीफ सेक्रेटरी तक बन सकता, IPS करे तो DG तक, इससे आगे तो जाएगा नहीं। इसमें भी हिसाब कर्म मार्ग ऐसा है, लेकिन इसका तत्व तो जानकारी करने के लिए अपना ऊपर सवाल करके सनातन गोस्वामी भी सीख सकते। इसलिए सनातन गोस्वामी का तिरुभाव तिथि, उन्होंने हमारा आदि गुरु है, इस विचार से उनका चरणों में प्रणत होकर उनकी कृपा प्रार्थना करेंगे और व्यास देव का चरण में प्रणत होकर उनका कृपा प्रार्थना करेंगे, जिनका कृपा करके ही भगवान सब तत्व जानकारी दिया, जिनका उपलक्ष करेगी। आज उनका आविर्भाव तिथि, आविर्भाव तिथि में कृपा करती, तो हम उसी कृपा मांगेंगे।
Srila Maharaj just now, when he was giving mala to garland to Damodar Maharaj and Siddhanti Maharaj, he was saying that in Vaishnava world, it is not that one has to accept puja. Whoever pays obeisances, then in exchange, other devotee also pays his obeisances. So that's why they were doing my puja, I have to do their puja. So that's why he called both of them, he wanted to give them garland. So in his Hari Katha, even though he was speaking for a long time, and at this moment we will not be able to translate everything. Why? Because it is very difficult for him to sit for a long time. Still we have to do Pushpanjali, and then he also wants to give garland to everybody, so it will take time. So in essence I will speak whatever he was speaking, and later maybe if you people are here, we will do the complete translation, otherwise some other time in Vrindavan. So in the beginning he was speaking about how Srila Veda Vyasa, Maharshi Dvaipayan Veda Vyasa, he is the guru of each and every Vaishnava. Of each and every Vaishnava. Then what to speak of each and every Vaishnava, of each and every Sampradaya. Not only Vaishnava Sampradaya, even those who are considered as Shankarites, the follower of Shankaracharya, or any other Sampradaya, whatever exists in this whole world, everybody considers that they are the follower of Srila Veda Vyasa. Why? Because karmis, jnanis, yogis, tapasvis, devotees, whatever they quote, everybody quotes from Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam. So everything is being written by Veda Vyasa. And whatever one speaks, whatever one follows, or whatever one proves, everything they prove from the words of Srila Veda Vyasa. That's why this is the day when each and every sampradaya, devotees of each and every sampradaya, they worship their gurus. This is like from time immemorial, everybody is following this. So that's why today is a very special day. And including with that, for us, for the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this day is much more special. Why? Because today Maharaj was mentioning that our Adi Guru, Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad, who is known as the disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, his disappearance day is there. So because he manifested his disappearance pastime on this particular day, so that's why it becomes much more special day for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So earlier Srila Maharaj was mentioning Veda Vyasa. Even after writing so many scriptures, he was not happy. He was not pleased with himself. He was not satisfied. There was some dissatisfaction was there in his heart. That's why he was again and again like becoming sad. Once he was praying to his Gurudev that I really don't know what is my duty. At that time his Guru Narad Rishi, who is Sarvagya, a personality who knows each and everything, he himself came over there and gave darshan to Veda Vyasa. As soon as Veda Vyasa paid his obeisances, Narad Rishi asked that, how are you? At that time he mentioned that, you know very well what is my position. I am not peaceful. At that time Narad Rishi, he asked that, you have done so much, how come that you are not peaceful? He mentioned that even though I have done so much, I myself don't know why I am not happy. So at that time Srila Narad Rishi, he mentioned that because you have not glorified the Lord. He said, no, I have glorified the Lord. But Narad Rishi did not accept it. That whatever glorification you have made up to now, that teaches only about, in essence, dharma, artha, kam and moksha, not about bhakti. Dharma, artha, kam and moksha means all these things one does for one's own selfishness. There is some selfish desire is there in it. Somebody wants to get happiness of this world, somebody wants to get happiness of the three worlds, or others, they may get liberation. Why? Because they don't want to get any kind of suffering of the three worlds. But where is the concept of serving to the Lord? That was missing completely. That's why he asked him that even though you have written so much, he said, no, I have mentioned that what one should do, one should always think about, पहला सूत्र क्या बताया वेदांत सूत्र का, अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा, that I have written in Vedanta Sutra. Athato Brahma Jigyasa means one should always inquire, inquisitive about knowing that who is he. But over there Narad Rishi objected that even though you have written, you are saying this is the meaning, but most of the people they interpret it in a different way. So that's why they really don't understand what you are speaking about, and that was also not clear. And at the end, even though you have mentioned anavritti shabdat means repeat the word again and again and again, but which word? You have not mentioned it clearly, even though you are saying that you have done so much, but in reality not. Like we used to hear each and every year from our Gurudev again and again in Mathura, what he used to mention, that how there was conversation in between Narad Rishi and Veda Vyasa. He asked him that, oh, you have never ever glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You have never ever explained that Supreme Personality of Godhead who is so superior, but he is also lacking something. What he is lacking? He is lacking love. Nobody is there who wants to offer their love to him. He is a personality who is so sweet, he is controlled by the love. He is a person, even though he is the master of the three words, but he comes in Braj and he wants to steal butter. He is feeling hungry. A person who maintains everybody, he also feels hungry. So all in this way, Srila Gurudev used to give very sweet like description of conversation in between Narad Rishi and Veda Vyasa. Srila Maharaj again and again he mentions also that even though Veda Vyasa, whatever he has written in all the scriptures, after he met with Narad Rishi, he followed his instruction when by his mercy, by the mercy of Narad Rishi, when Srimad Bhagavatam, all the Leelas of Krishna manifested in his heart, at that time he was fully satisfied and he composed his last scripture. What was that? Srimad Bhagavatam. And whatever he has written up to now, he concluded in the beginning of the spiritual life is Satyam Param Dhimahi. He started from there. Satyam Param Dhimahi means one should always meditate on Supreme Personality of Godhead who is real truth. Satya, who is Nitya, eternal. And then where he concluded? He concluded with Nam Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Nam Sankirtanam Yasya means whose Nam Sankirtan. Earlier in Vedanta Sutra, he had just mentioned Shabda. Repeat Shabd again and again, repeat the word. But here in Srimad Bhagavatam, he made it more specific, clear. What is that? Nam Sankirtan. What you have to do? Nam Sankirtan. But whose Nam Sankirtan? Again, that was not clear. He mentioned Nam Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. And उसके बाद वाले लाइन क्या है? Pranam Dukkha Shamadam Tam Namami Hari Priyam. Hari Param. In this verse, the word comes Hari Param. But Srila Maharaj was mentioning even at the end of Srimad Bhagavatam, which gave full satisfaction to Veda Vyasa, something was lacking. And what is that? Over there he is saying Hari Param, but Hari can be interpreted in so many different ways. Hari means snake, mongoose, monkey, lion, lotus, water. So in this way Hari is having so many different meanings. Srila Maharaj once he was mentioning, if we take it, Hari can be also Narayan, Hari can be Narsingha, Hari can be Vaman, but where is specification? Then he mentions that because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, he knows that each and every Acharya who follows Veda Vyasa, means Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami or Nimbaditya, even though, and Shankaracharya, by the will of Lord, he presented his philosophy in little different way, but all these other four Vaishnava Acharyas, they presented according to Vaishnava philosophy. But still, there is some lacking is there. Something is missing over there. Why? Because to whom everybody following, the origin is Veda Vyasa, something is lacking over there itself, then how it is possible that whoever is following him may be 100%, but still some lacking will be there. That's why when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he completed whatever was lacking over there. And what was that? Just in very clear, simple way, he mentioned that Cheto Darpan Marjanam, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. In the first verse of Shiksha Ashtak, he mentions Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Hari over there, Hari which Srila Veda Vyasa is mentioning in the last verse of Bhagavatam is really means Krishna. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Mahaprabhu gave the real topmost and the 100% up to the real meaning of Hari means Krishna. And then Maharaj in his Harikathas again and again he is giving this interpretation that what is the real meaning of Krishna itself. Krishna means the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is fully controlled by his devotees in Braj, and in Braj he is having 5 kind of devotees, and among them the gopis, those who are in the Madhurya Ras, they are the topmost, and among them Srimati Radhika, who is considered the topmost, dearmost devotee of Lord Krishna. When she is with the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is controlled by the love, then and only then that Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Krishna, otherwise not. So in this way Maharaj concluded about Veda Vyasa, and then even though he was giving so many different other things also in between, why? Because when he speaks, that's like sutras. Sutras means a thing in nutshell, and then when we have to explain it becomes very difficult. If we speak what he is speaking as it is, then it will be like very difficult for us to understand even everything. After that he started speaking about Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad, that when we meet anybody in this material world, as soon as we meet somebody, we ask that, oh, who you are, what is the name of your father, what is your birthplace, this and that. But Srila Sanatana Goswami, when he met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, instead of asking all these things, he asked opposite question completely. And what was that? That, oh, who am I? Nobody asked this. Everybody asked who you are, from where you are coming. And then what he is asking, that who am I? Oh, if Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, oh, I met you in Ramkeli Gram and I know that you are from Bharadwaj Gotra, and I know that you are the minister, prime minister in the assembly of Hussain Shah Badshah. Sanatana Goswami, he did not accept this. No, this is not my real identity. I am not that. That's why I am asking. I am bewildered about myself. Who am I? I want to know this. If I would have known my real identity, then I would have known also what is the cause of my suffering. Because I don't know who am I, that's why I don't know why I am suffering. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in response, he also did not mention that, oh Sanatan, you are this, or you are Atma. No. He mentioned about all the humanity. Not only humanity does not mean that those who are having human form. In each and every species, does not matter where one is. Everybody is the eternal servant of the Lord. Jivar Swarup hai Nitya Krishna Das. He can never ever become master. Does not matter whatever position one may get. Maybe he can become Shiva. Still he will be the servant of the Lord. Maybe one can become Brahma. Still he will be the servant of the Lord. Nobody can be the master. Everybody will be the servant. This is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned to Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad. Srila Maharaj was mentioning how simple it is to understand. In this word, if somebody is studying, महाराज ने क्या बताया था, मेरे को वो चीजें पता भी नहीं है, आईपीएस करने से क्या होता है, वो करने से क्या होता है, मेरे को ही नहीं पता. Okay, if one does IPS, some kind of degree, I don't know the full form even. IPS means some kind of degree. If one does this, then what happens? He can maximum go up to the platform of DG. And then after that, if one does IS, I don't know what is the full form, IAS. If one does IAS, then he can go up to Chief Secretary. Okay, he can become Chief Secretary. And it depends how much you can study. According to that, according to your qualification, you are eligible to sit on some certain platform where you can serve to whomsoever you want to. Not beyond that. So in the same way, does not matter whatever one does, he can become Brahma, Shiva, or he can become anybody, but still he will be the servant. Nobody can become the master. Master is only Krishna. Srila Maharaj, he explains again and again, Ekala Ishvara Krishna or Sab Bhritya, means there is only one person who is the master, and that is Krishna, and each and every person, does not matter in whatever species, whatever form he may be, everybody is the servant of Lord. This is what is been established by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Srila Sanatana Goswami Pada. He was mentioning that Sanatana Goswami, why? Because he was the person who used to sit with, even though he is eternal associate of the Lord, but he manifested his pastime in this world as an ordinary simple person, and then he performed so many pastimes. And when he met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after meeting with him, he used to sit with so many Brahman Pandits, scholars, and used to hear Bhagavatam, understand Bhagavatams from them. And then, in essence, Maharaj wants to say that a person, when he reads, goes deep into Bhagavatam and knows each and every truth, understands everything very clear, then this question must come that who am I? This is the result of reading, hearing Bhagavatam properly, from the proper source. This real inquiry will manifest, come in the heart, that who am I? That was the result of his reading Srimad Bhagavatam, understanding Srimad Bhagavatam very properly. And then he mentioned last point that like Krishna, he is speaking with Arjun. We know how he spoke Gita. He gave his instructions in Bhagavad Gita. Arjun is his eternal associate, but he manifested his pastime of becoming bewildered. That I am bewildered, I don't know what should be done. So in the same way, Sanatana Goswami Pad is also the eternal associate of the Lord. Through Sanatana Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give this message to the whole world, that nobody can become the master. So that's why he purposely, through the mouth of Sanatana Goswami, asked this question, and in his own form, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave the answer. So in this way, Maharaj was speaking. Some other things are also there. I know for sure I am missing different things, but still I think we will stop here. And it needs more and more explanation what Srila Maharaj was speaking. But because some other things are there to do, and Maharaj has to go to Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math Delhi, because he is having his program over there also. Yesterday we were not sure where we were going, up to the time when we were in the flight even. On the Bhubaneswar airport. Up to that time it was not confirmed they were coming here or going there. Why? Because labor was working here. But the devotee who is here, Ajay Prabhu, he was insisting us again and again that it will be little uncomfortable, but I request that please come here first. So Srila Maharaj, in response to his request, he preferred to come here. We have a very heavy day today, so we stop here. Hare Krishna.